With me this morning is an author who is telling her own story with a book called Uncovered. Welcome to the Hometown Station Morning Show. Sarah Darabi, good morning.
Good morning.
So this is a book, it's called Uncovered, and this is about a journey. First of all, I want to just kind of say this is a nonfiction account. The author's struggle for equality and the right to control their own destiny in an Islamic culture where women are treated as chattels. So you hail from Pakistan, and a bit of a different world out there, correct?
Yes.
And just in talking about this, telling me about the book uncovers your struggles, not only to just kind of find your own self-identity, but also to move up and out, correct?
Yes.
So give me a little bit about the background of how you got to this point, up to the time you decided to write the book.
It took me almost 20 years. I had my notes based upon the events in life, but it was back and forth battle for me. I was scared and keep on going back that maybe I should not, but I know that at one point I have to tell my story to the world, and I want other people to get inspired, encouraged, and learn the lesson of life based upon my personal experiences.
When we talk about personal experiences, we're talking about a culture, especially in certain parts of Islam, where women are, they're basically not afforded the same rights as men in those cultures. In other words, in any cases, they're not allowed to drive, they're not allowed to show their faces in public. I mean, and I know there are different levels of Islam where, are we talking about where you were from? Was it very, very fundamental, or was it kind of just a general? I'm not quite sure the differences there.
Right. It was mostly cultural too, that it is not Islam or anything. I mean, it is Islam. I came from a fundamental Islamic family, but mostly it is cultural.
It's just the overall culture. Women,
yes.
They are there for the home and the family. They don't take part in the overall decision-making process as far as anything democratic or whatever in society. They are there for a certain specific, very, I would say, a specific reason, correct?
Yes. When I was growing up at that time, things have changed since then, and I hope for the better.
Now, what motivated you? You're from Pakistan. How did you make your way to America?
Okay, my dad, he was in foreign service, so I get to spend 4 or 5 years in Iran, and I witnessed Iranian Revolution.
Back in the late 70s, right?
Late 70s, early 80s. I was in Iran, so I witnessed Iranian Revolution. I witnessed Iran-Iraq War, the taking over of American embassy in Tehran, and the hostage crisis. I was over there at that time, and I was working for Embassy of Switzerland, where we were taking care of American affairs.
Wow. So basically, you are a witness to a lot of late 20th century history, and especially the volatile history. We talk about Iran having been overthrown, and I remember I was in high school then. That was a huge, huge, huge thing. It was something we talked about every day, and especially with the hostage crisis. And the Iran-Iraq War, you were there.
Yes.
Is all of this documented in the book?
Yes.
So Uncovered is the name of the book. You can actually order the book online at uncoveredbysarah.com. That's S-A-R-A-H. Darabi is your last name. But I want to talk also, so you were talking about, you've thought about this, you've witnessed this, and you were telling me that you were intimidated and there were people maybe telling you maybe you shouldn't write the book. Were you concerned about reprisals, or were you just concerned about maybe opening up a lot of minds of people who maybe not want to see that in print?
Because at that time when I came to United States, it was a book about Salman Rushdie that I know fatwa was given by Ayatollah Khomeini.
Right.
And that was the reason my friends and family, they thought it is not the time for me to write the book at that time.
And we're talking about the book that Salman Rushdie put out in like the
Right.
late 80s, and
Right.
and they had the
Right.
price on his head for that. You're right. And so and these types of things, these types of observations are things that, like you said, some people in the world do not want to have uncovered, and they feel, rightly or wrongly, it's their business basically, and they feel that maybe is it that they feel it's going to be misinterpreted, or is it just they do not want to know? Is it just helping them keep control over the areas that they control, like Iran and Pakistan and places like that?
Yeah, it is over there. Women are expected to be submissive, and
so especially
that
for a
is the
woman
sad
to write
part.
this, for a
Yes.
woman to write this. Now, this book, we talk about kind of specifically a certain culture, but any woman can basically get something from a power. It's kind of a triumph of the human spirit story, correct?
Yes.
So it's good for anybody and any men who would like to read and first of all learn a little bit about the culture, maybe getting a better understanding, but also be able to pull something positive out of it, correct?
Yes, because at that time I did not realize that there is a power inside you, and if you unleash it, you are very strong. You don't think you are, but as a matter of fact, you have the power inside you.
As Bob Marley said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Sarah Darabi, the book is Uncovered. It is available at uncoveredbysarah.com. That's SARAH. Also available at Amazon and other digital book outlets as well, right? And yes. Sarah will be also our guest on the Friday matinee. We'll have a full half hour with her to kind of discuss a little more in depth the book and more about her life. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's very insightful, and good luck and continued success. Really, really motivating.
Thank you so much.